Yo, what's up, YouTube? It's your girl Kiki.
I'm your girl Chancellor.
And you are now tuned in to
the Silly Girls Podcast.
And on today, we are breaking down black movies. And the black movie that we're breaking down today is my all-time favorite, Love Jones. Woo! But before we get into that, hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time we drop a video. Like this video before you even see it because you're gonna love it. Leave us a comment below. Let us know what you think about it. Also subscribe. And you see that little arrow? Go ahead and share it to one of your homegirls, next to like homegirls, to like homeboys, to like family members, so y'all can become a part of the Silly Squad. But anywho, let's jump into this. Love Jones. I love to hear people say, "Ooh, I got a Love Jones." You know, you got that little that you Jones in for somebody. I think they're just so cute when somebody say that. Have you ever said that before? I got a Love Jones?
No.
Okay, I'm just old like that.
Yeah, I never said that.
Okay, now this movie is an old movie. I mean, we're in our 30s, so if you're watching this and you're not of the 90s genre, 2000 genres, then you may not know what this movie is. But it got fine ass Lorenz Tate, sexy ass Neil Long, and a lot of other well-known actors in the movie as well. But those are the two that we personally like that stand out. But let me just jump into it and give y'all a synopsis of what the movie is about. I'm gonna read it for you. Basically, it's two urban African Americans, Darius, which is Lorenz Tate, and aspiring writer. He's an aspiring writer, and Neil Long is an aspiring photographer. They share an instant connection after a chance meeting at a Chicago club. The two bond over music, photography, and poetry, and eventually begin a torrid romance. However, when Nina decides to move to New York and mend her relationship with her ex-fiancé Marvin, Khalil Kane, he plays Raheem in the movie Juice. That's also Maya's husband on Girlfriends. Okay, just to give y'all a visual. It leaves Darius heartbroken and the couple's future in jeopardy. Ooh, honey, that was a lot to digest. But when it says Chicago, and just the movie, let me just say this, and I'm gonna let Chelsea chime in. She just looking because this is my favorite movie. I'm so excited and I'm so all over the place because it's such a sexy movie. It's such a feel-good movie. It's like, you see how she got red on and I got on black. In the movie, it's kind of like black and white, but it's kind of like earth tones. It gives you that jazz feel. You know, it's real sexy, like the blacks, the whites, like nobody is vibrant like with the colors, but it just sets the fucking tone. And it's in Chicago. It's just, y'all, it's such a vibe. I'm so sorry, but I just love it. It's my all-time favorite. It makes me I feel every emotion of each character. I feel like I was Nina because I love taking pictures, but I can also relate to Darius because he was just so smooth and child. What you think about it?
Okay, what's good, y'all? Like, my girl, listen, I was letting my girl go. You feel me? Now, again, we're breaking down her favorite. This is her favorite of all times. If you see the playlist is going to be other movies as well. We need y'all to go look at those. Now, she gave a synopsis of the movie. It came out in like 1997, it said. But I only saw this movie one time when it first came out, and I probably was like in middle school.
Yeah.
So again, we give our opinions, you know what I'm saying, now, because when we looked at the movie when we were kids, you know what I'm saying, we didn't have certain experiences. We haven't went through, we didn't know what love was back then. So again, we was looking in the, the lenses of a, you know what I'm saying, a child. But now, you know what I'm saying, that's why we go back and look at the movie and we're doing this review. So I had to look at the movie last night because I forgot, to be honest, like really what happened. All I know about Love Jones is those two characters, and they was in love. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was like, but I forgot what the fuck happened. So I looked at it last night, and looking at it, you know what I'm saying, it really was like a brand new movie to me because I forgot everything that happened. But I will say that this movie is a real mellow type of movie.
Real mellow.
I really wanted to light an incense and, you know what I'm saying, and speak to Mother Earth type of, you know what I'm saying, vibe.
It's like that.
Yes. So for me, one thing that stood out, because I know that I love Bill Bellamy.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
He's
in there or whatever now, because we give just a review of, you know what I'm saying. I will tell you that Bill Bellamy was one of them fucking friends that really ain't your fucking friends, because he
was.
fucked with, you know what I'm saying, Nia Long, okay, Nina. And you know what? When I sat down, because I was looking at the eyes of now, I was like, you know what? Nina was wrong as fuck.
And then she had to
You know
get
what?
mad.
I wouldn't. Now I know, you know what I'm saying. Like, real talk, I side with Darius the whole fucking way.
Do you?
I do, because when I look, and the reason I'm about to tell y'all the reason why I sided with him. Now she went off and went, you know what I'm saying, to you know what I'm saying, to New York or whatever, and you know what I'm saying, and basically he really loved her. You know what I'm saying? And he really didn't know how to really voice it, to say it. He loved her, you know, because he even said it to his friend. He was like, hey, man, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, she could be the one. He was like, his friend was like, she could be the one. He was like, haha, nah, she ain't, you know, that ain't the one.
The friend made him feel bad.
It made him feel bad about falling in love. But, you know, some men, you know, when he was young, he really don't know how to probably, you know, say that or whatever. Because they just kept saying they was kicking it. That's what they kept saying. You know, so she went off to, you know, her ex-boyfriend in New York to see if they could work, and he was basically just in town just kicking it with another girl or whatever. Just let me say this, this is why I say I take his side. He was just kicking it just with another girl. They was not boyfriend and girlfriend. He was just kicking it. Like, again, her ass is the one who left him to go and check with another dude. You know what I'm saying? They was kicking it together, but she left to go and, you know what I'm saying, kick it and try to figure out what was going on. So again, she left him. So he was there just kicking it. This the reason why. Let me finish talking, because I got something to say about Nina, okay?
Go ahead.
The reason why, you know what I'm saying, because when she got back in town and she was at the, you know what I'm saying, a bookstore, and she saw, you know what I'm saying, him walk past with that girl and they was kissing or whatever. To be honest, because, you know what I'm saying, we talked about this before, about if you ain't got no titles or none of that shit, they were just fucking around, okay?
Him and Nina
were just fucking around.
I'm just saying that.
Him and Nina were just fucking around. They didn't give no type of title. Even though I love you, we still haven't, you know what I'm saying, said, like, for real, we official. And then again, listen, you gotta think about coming from a man. I'm in love with her, but again, she leaving me to go and check with another dude to see, like, if he's really loved her. Even though I love you, but you telling me that you finna go check with another dude, you know what I'm saying? His ego was crushed, you know what I'm saying? And so he just kicking it with another girl, even though he still have feelings for her. This is the reason why I said that I don't take Nina's side at all. She just saw him kissing with another girl. Nina ass started talking to his motherfucking friend.
Oh, yeah.
That part right there, I don't give a fuck, man. Let me say this. If Nina came back in town and she was fucking with a random dude, then I would be like, you know what? Okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, they just, you know, that. But you do not fuck with your ex, who, even if you kick me, like, even if we not boyfriend and girlfriend, if I'm fucking with, like, you know what I'm saying, this dude in this circle, I ain't fucking with nobody else in that motherfucking circle. You know what I'm saying? At all. So again, if you fucking with somebody that's in them same circles, you wrong as fuck. Nina wrong. You got the face that you fuck with niggas in the same circles.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you my take and I'll tell you the reason why I made that face. Okay, so basically, Nina did go back to see if it could work with Marvin in New York. However, she did ask Darius how he felt about it. He had, like, when he didn't give a fuck, he just said, oh, we just kicking it. You know, although it was wrong of her to ask to go out there because she was just kicking him, but because they didn't have titles, she was coming to him like, are we serious? What we doing? You know, he want me to come out there, like, what is it? Darius is to blame too, because he was just like, shit, it's cool, we just kicking it. So his feelings hurt, and she trying to be honest and open with him. If he would have said, nah, hell nah, you ain't finna go through a homeboy, then she would have been like, okay, cool. But I can also see him saying, well, damn, you want to ask me, can you go see another dude? Then go ahead if you gotta ask me. But they weren't together, like you said, no titles. Now, with her going out with Bill Bellamy, I do low-key feel like he tricked her. However, she shouldn't have really hung out with him because it was still fresh with her and Darius. This movie, as an adult, me watching it, shows me that communication is very important. stop letting friends dictate how you feel and make you feel bad for loving somebody. It's okay to fall in love, because most of the time when people are not happy within their situations, they'll try to deter you away from you finding your happiness, because it's like, okay, because Savon, his homeboy, was the one that made him feel bad when he was saying that she might be the one, because he was like, what? You know, if he would have said something totally different, Darius would have felt comfortable enough to express his feelings, but he kept trying to water it down and mask it to appease Savon, and Savon going through stuff with his wife. That's why, and I was like, you stupid. You know what I'm saying? But the homie, all of them were really mad at Bill Bellamy for even bringing Nina. And she felt embarrassed after the fact because Darius was there. Her feelings with her because she saw Darius with the girl. But at the end of the day, when watching this movie as an adult and watching it, it's like when you're grown, like when you're kids, you be trying to hold back on your feelings and you do all that. But when you're adults, you have free will to just live in that moment and feel how you feel. They had an instant connection. It was like a sexual tension between them. You could see it through the screen, you know, and it was just like a vibe. It was like, you the one. Like, I know you the one, but because he had never felt that way about a woman that he just met. And then the fact that he didn't know how to express his friend, because, you know, Darius was like the poet that, you know how to talk the panties off the girls. And then Nina comes in playing hard, but then
she was
engaged to Marvin, who she went back to New York to at the beginning of the movie. But for her, I think she was trying to find a job. She couldn't find a good gig to be a photographer. She was being pulled in so many directions. I don't agree with her hanging out with Bill Bellamy like that, but you know, I just think that as adults, you have to have those uncomfortable conversations. She was asking him, you know, I'm go out here, like, what you think about it? And he was like, shit, he and Kirk, because we just kicking it. Somebody tell me that, my feelings gonna be hurt, so I'm gonna definitely go out there and see what to do with him. Since I'm asking you because I don't know what we doing. And if you say you want to be with me and I'm yours, and that's gonna be out the window. But because I don't know, it's free game for anybody else. That's what I say. But I get why you was fouled with Darius because of the Bill Bellamy. I think both of them are at fault because they lack communication. She was verbal to Darius about what she was doing in open. He was like, his ego was crushed, and he was upset because he had failed for it. He wasn't listening to receive. He was just hearing her. He wasn't listening. And we just talked about this on the podcast. Like, that's the reason why it went that way. And my feelings was so hurt because I was like, this can't be happening.
But listen, like, real talk, if she was talking to just a random dude,
I get it.
I'm like, you know what, work it out. You know what I'm saying? Because again, you know, but the fact, to be honest, as soon as she went on a date with Bill Bellamy, I'm like, she trash. I'm serious. That's just I'm sorry for all of the viewers. You know what I'm saying? I was like, you know, you trash. Don't ever, you know what I'm saying, get back with this girl. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I get back then, before I became trash, like you just said, I could agree. But because, you know, I'm trash. I'm a Nina. But mine is worse than Nina. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, my situation, I was a kid in high school. You know what I'm saying? And the person that I happened to, you know, run across again, it was something with he and I before I met the other person in high school. Then me and the other person fell in love in high school because me and that other person was just friends. And then it happened. I'm really not trash, guys, but it happened. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I won't ever do it again. But it happened. You know what I'm saying? Because the person that I was with at first, them is friends of mine and family. You know what I'm saying? So I make wise choices, guys. I'm not trying to really try to plead my case out because I'm gonna do what the fuck I want to do anyway.
And that's the main thing. Listen, I'm standing firm and like said, and she standing firm and she gonna make. You do that.
The decision I made to do at that time is what I made to do. I wasn't thinking like that because I was a child. Now, if I was a grown woman and he and I had been in a relationship and we stopped talking, I would never ever circle in the friend. But because we were kids, that was like puppy love. So I don't really. I'm saying this trash because I'm a loyal person, but I just did that shit. I'm owning up to it. I don't feel bad about it. I did it, but as an adult, I wouldn't do no shit like that. But I was a kid in that relationship, and as I got older, it circled back with something like that. But I definitely can understand why you said that. But I've had a trash moment since it's considered trash. Yeah, I was motherfucking trash. Healthy bag me trash. Dollar General me trash bag. Yeah, but in the movie, of course, the way he coerced her to do it, she was uncomfortable the whole time. So she shouldn't have did it, but she did, and Darius brought it to her attention at the party. He still walked her Cause Bill Bellamy wasn't gonna even take her back. He was like, I ain't taking you home. You know, he was an asshole to her. And Darius walked her to the bus station and they were sitting in silence. And he was like, how the fuck you with my homeboy? And she was like, well, I saw you at the bookstore with the girl. So in that moment, she probably did it to
random girl.
She probably did it to be spiteful, but because she knows she didn't like Bill Bellamy. But she like,
childish.
That's real life situations. People do that. Do I think Darius? I'm glad. To sum it all up, they got back together. She went she got a job. He chased her down the train, but he missed her because she was gone. And then she came and read a poem hoping he was there. And it was good. It was good ending. I'm happy they worked through it. But it's one of those movies where it's like, damn.
You know, like I said, it's a love movie, but I'm like, damn, you know, and I know they wrote it like that, you know what I'm saying? They have conflict and all that stuff in the movie. Yeah. But you know what I'm saying? Like I said, we review it to like real life, and I'm like, damn, why the fuck did it have to be Bill Bellamy, bitch? Like, damn, like, and then my thing is like, even if you know what I'm saying, because he coerced her, you know what I'm saying, into one date, right? But she kept going out with him. Now it's a bitch, like,
they went out more than one.
Yes,
I missed that part. What?
Yes,
bitch, so long.
Bitch, and that's why I just saw it last night.
I didn't realize they went out on more than one.
Exactly, they did. That's why I was like, hold on. They went out and they were kicking it for a minute because you know what I'm saying. They the girl that worked at the bookstore, she had told him.
Oh, she was mad.
She was mad. You know what I'm saying. So the fact that like they was like. Because they know that you know what I'm saying, they was wrong. They knew that shit. You know what I'm saying? And so again, when he had said that, you know, that they been kicking it, well, he got pissed off. He was like, well, damn, like, bitch, you know what I'm saying? Like, you been kicking it, because this is how I look at it. Like, if I like you, and then you like my friend, I'm never gonna like you no more.
And see that's
I'm never gonna like you no more.
That's the crazy part of my trash experience, because I'm trying to know how I feel about that. If you say you like her, our conversation ends after you told me you liked her. Because like, no, you know what I'm saying? Like, hell no.
It's not a choice. Even if I like both of y'all,
no.
I'm gonna help you out. Choose her.
No, I'm gonna help you out. Don't
choose me.
Don't choose her either.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but what I'm saying is, whoever it is, I'm gonna help you out. But see, I'm like that. If you have a choice, even with me in another world, I'm still gonna help you out. I'm gonna say, because listen, I am the only fucking choice. Do you hear me? There will ever be. Because I'm number fucking one. Because I'm real fucking dope. If it's a competition, baby, you might as well go ahead. I'm gonna help you out and go ahead and hand it to her, because it's no competition when it comes to me. Because again, with my mates, if I'm looking at you and looking at, you know, all this stuff, like if I'm not, I'm being, you know, crazy and acting like this, but for real, it shouldn't be another choice. You know what I'm saying?
When
like,
you know what you want,
if you know what you want, like, because again, I'm like, well, damn, you know, because let me say this, when you over here, I want you to be solid over here, not saying like, well, damn, let me see if I, you know what I'm saying, Tamika.
I did not know that they went out on a few days.
Yes,
I'm gonna watch it again tonight because but again,
they did.
I told
and I was like, why the fuck she keep going
out? Again, the younger me, I'm just gonna use me again because I'm, you know, the younger me dated that person was in love, and it's been like over a decade. I don't know, it's been a long time since that happened, and you know what I'm saying. So somebody circle back, you know, like that. But as a grown woman, if I was a Nina in a Darius situation, absolutely not. I would cuss him the fuck out. Like, don't even try to talk to me. You know, this is who I'm dealing with. I don't care what he done did. I'm not finna do that. Because at the end of the day, you have, in this situation, it played out differently. He was, Bill, they ended up not really talking to him no more. Because they was mad at him. Because for some reason, he was always jealous of Darius. Even before he even mess with Nina, he would always shoot slugs. You gotta watch out for them friends like that. He would always shoot slugs at Darius. So it wasn't, it was a no-brainer he would do that to him. But I'm just saying, like, now in grown person, if I was a Nina, I wouldn't dare do anything like that. Like, no. I mean, like.
So, like I said, my overall review, like I said, it was you know what I'm saying, nice little love, you know what I'm saying,
it was
movie.
sexy.
Yeah, it was, you know what I'm saying, hot and heavy. And you know what I'm saying, and then, but a lesson that you should learn from this movie is say what you really feel. Don't beat around the bush.
No.
Of, you know what I'm saying, of asking, like, if, you know what, they always say, like, do not say something that you really don't feel and then get mad because they don't give you the response that you want. She said something and he didn't give the, you know what I'm saying, the response that she really wanted. But you know what I'm saying, it's like, let me really say, I'm telling you I'm going to New York,
but I don't want you to stop me.
What I really want to know is, you know what I'm saying, do you really want something serious with me before, you know what I'm saying, I really, you know, have to make a decision. That's, so it's like really saying the real question of the, so you can get the real answer.
Yeah, speak up. Ask questions. Don't be beating around the bush because people are, and I'm learning so much today. I'm learning so much today. Don't beat around the bush because people are not mind readers. They don't know. And even if
it causes all that shit. Because if she would have just asked that, all this probably could have been avoided. She would never went to New York. You see?
Yeah. When you don't ask, you get egg on your face and your feelings be hurt because it's the shoulda, coulda, woulda. I mean, even if you ask, what I meant to say, I'm sorry. If you do ask and it's not the answer you want, at least you can say you tried and you asked. She told him, and he just looked at her like, what? And that's why it's very important to establish what it is. We talked about that before. Establish what you got with somebody at the beginning. So all that extra shit.
Because again, you know, it's fine that they start out just kicking it.
Yeah,
that's how it starts. You know what I'm saying? But then when it gets serious, now again, you have to have a conversation of like, so what are we gonna do? Especially like, you know what I'm saying? She's trying to figure out like, damn, you know, is this serious or do I need to figure out that? You know what I'm saying?
She didn't even like Marvin like that.
So now it's like, you know what? For real, let me just really ask this dude what it really is. Because you know what? Some people will ask you something and then like, it's like, but damn, I ain't want him to respond that way. I ain't want
what you thought the answer was gonna be was the total opposite. So you like puzzled. And one thing we hated, and we're gonna say this because we just gave y'all the whole freaking review. Nina started smoking cigarettes.
Woo! Listen, y'all. Okay, Nina told Darius. She told him when she first met him, you need to stop smoking. When she started talking to him, she started smoking. I hated that.
It was so, I
hate that.
As sexy as she is, as beautiful as she is, when she started smoking that cigarette, I looked at her lips as they look like cigarettes. It's like she smoked cigarettes in real life.
Yeah.
Like it was disgusting.
But one thing that also the movie taught me, if love is that hard like that, I don't want it.
Yeah.
I don't want it.
And I know that love is complex. Love is patient. Love is kind. You know, you have to sometimes go through something to grow through something. But when they say go through something in love, it ain't horrible shit like cheating and you gotta play mind games. No, you go through something meaning that maybe one of y'all lose y'all jobs. So financially, y'all gotta hustle to get your bread back up, or you know, if he keep leaving the tissue paper rolling the other way, you know, stuff like that. That's the type of problem. I don't want the financial problem, but it happens. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want the extra, like the Darius kissing the girl at the damn thing, she flying out to go and say somebody else that she hanging with Bill. But anyway, that's that. You got anything to say?
No, make sure that y'all go ahead and follow us on Instagram at Silly Rose Podcast. We're also on Facebook, the same thing. Make sure that you hit the subscribe button. Everything's going to be in the description box below. The link to our